building itself has been covered with some sort of painting. It's graffiti. That guy looks like hay. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against the gray plastered, and that covers almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. I can't quite say what the painting as a whole might portray. Stacks of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground beside the wall. See, the left side is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. Then it was suddenly morning. Oh, well, wow, you must be one of those sleepers. I have to work on it, but the guys from art class are helping with the negative spaces and base surfaces whenever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. The reach is better and it's faster too. That sucks. Like if I didn't have hands, I would be mad. She goes on a tangent of a tangent, waving a little with her arm or whatever of it. This actually is to demonstrate. Even though I got the point already, the white cotton of her sleeve flaps around. It makes me think it could look sadder than it does. But it makes me feel out of place. Like almost every tangible reminder of the student base's special properties has in the past few days. This girl doesn't seem to know my dreary feelings, of course, or the fact that she just lost me a while ago already, and just keeps on blabbering. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if there is something I need to figure out, and then figure that out before it's too late and all hope is lost. How would the hope be lost? Because paint has to be painted and then it has to dry and then it has to be painted over it with another kind of paint. To get the complementary, it takes time. She finally stops and apparently thinking she made her some kind of a statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So this is your project. You did this? Yes. Yes. All of it? Yes. Nice, but I stumbled upon was suddenly feeling like I've walked straight into the minefield of political incorrectness. It's okay, you can say it. I probably won't get mad. I blush really hard. I don't really know what would be the right thing to say. If any, it feels that I'm way more sensitive than Brendan is, though. This is really awkward. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? Without feet. With my feet. I almost guessed that already. But isn't that hard to do? You're good at guessing anyway, but I don't think it is, but maybe I'm used to it by now. I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing... Oh, kind of scared me. I thought it was a spider on my table. But seeing how adept she was using her feet to eat, I figured painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us has anything else more to add to the subject. The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid that it would look too flat, but it's too light. It's not like that after all. I think it's actually interesting. I wanted to see it looks like in dim light. What do you think? It's flat? Well, painting tends to be flat. Not like that flat. You know, flat like some people are. No substance, no meat. There should be some. I know a few girls. Whoa, what the heck? I did not press anything. Okay, I get it. But I couldn't tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name any artists or artistic terms. So I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugs her shoulders at that saying, suit yourself. Without saying it, and looks up at the sky and as if trying to look for something up there. Water break. I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp, like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any. Rin sure is quick to recruit my help as well as Shizune. It really makes me feel that the festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Why not? I'm not really sure if I can be of any help though. It's just mixing some paint. You can do that. Probably do you have motor control problems, like, those people who have some cerebral palsy, maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that. She gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. Why is this dragging on so long? I think this must be the longest one. I think I've been talking to her for like 30 minutes. She sits on an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare foot. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into shallow bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily and from the can to the bowl like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Hey, look, he knows some words. Hue. Rin sets to work every now and then, asking me for a hand with something or the other. Finding different brushes is easy enough, but mixing the paints to be the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision down to the last milliliter. Oh, I thought it was like crap. I can't even see anymore. Milliliter before she is satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best. Oh, ew, what is that? Half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green, this green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, that's almost a whole splash, more white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just that I have no idea. It's okay. Because I just got an idea, add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. That's not good. It has to be more like the color when you wake up and you saw the meaning of life in your dream and you can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. No, it's white. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. I believe in magic. I spend the moments I have been between mixing paints, crouching down in the paving, and just looking at her work. It feels oddly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy. But Ren doesn't seem to mind the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. My entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of... Oh my god, I'm like reading like a robot. On top of other layers of paint. Steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from a few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve with a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues. And as if there was some need to conserve words and breathe in sound. Wow, I see another painting coming up. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly.